Hello and welcome to Mr. and Mrs. Marvel. I am Mrs. Marvel, but you can call me Tors. And with me, of course, is my main man, Mr. Marvel, but you can call him DL.
Hey guys.
How you going? Now, it has been a little break, but we are back with a vengeance because, of course, SDCC has been rolling on and Marvel had their Hall H event, which was, frankly, the highlight of the year.
Huge.
Followed very quickly by the announcement that Avengers Endgame has overtaken Avatar as the biggest film of all time. Yes!
Hallelujah.
Well done, everybody.
Amazing.
We know it was you,
Yeah.
personally, and a little bit of us seeing it 5-6 times.
6 times.
6 times. So much crying.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Cue very cool uniform fading over this. I'm not that good at CG, so it's probably not going to happen. Alrighty, you can lead this. What do we have announced?
Number one and the first come off the rank was the Eternals. Huge cast.
Huge cast.
Super diverse cast.
Yes.
And lots of talk around how diverse the cast is and why that's so important and how happy everyone is that they're working in such a diverse family, as they're calling it, which is really cool. Next up was the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
So that's going to be on Disney Plus, and they've sold us on subscribing to Disney Plus. Like, we're in.
Yeah. It makes it something everybody has to have now. If you want to flesh out the MCU, you're going to have to subscribe to Disney Plus.
Yes.
Super smart. Kevin Feige, you're a genius. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
I mean, call back.
Mm-hmm.
We've had it in Iron Man 1.
Yep.
Iron Man 2.
Yes.
And then apparently there was somebody sporting a Ten Rings tattoo in Ant-Man.
In Ant-Man, correct.
Which nobody really spotted. It was a sneaky little monkey there. And originally we thought it was fake. And then we thought we had a fake Mandarin. And then there was that 4-minute short.
Yeah, All Hail the King.
All Hail the King. If you haven't seen it, you got to. It's brilliant. Why can't I remember the actor's name anymore?
Trevor Slattery.
But this 4-minute short ended with somebody saying the Mandarin wants his name back, and now we're going to meet the real Mandarin, which is very exciting.
Ben Kingsley.
Yes, Ben Kingsley. Thank you, Ben Kingsley.
But he's better as Trevor Slattery.
Yeah.
Next up, very strange, and the word weird was used multiple times when they talked about this, WandaVision.
So this, of course, is the TV show that was rumoured for ages for Disney Plus that was going to be Scarlet Witch and Vision together. And then, of course, after Infinity War, everyone was like, but how? And it said that it takes place after the events of Endgame.
Correct.
Which is very interesting. And it is worth noting, if you get to see the Hall H announcement, that it was constantly said WandaVision.
Yep.
Not WandaVision.
Nope.
WandaVision.
Yeah. I think it blew people's minds a little bit when they brought out Monica Rambeau.
Oh, hell yeah! Who we last saw as a little kid in Captain Marvel. And if you know Captain Marvel lore, you'll know that she is also Pulsar, or another version of Captain Marvel. And she came out as an adult during the WandaVision conversation.
Loki, another TV show.
Yes. Also confirmed, of course, was that the Loki that we'll be following is the Loki who stole the Tesseract in 2012 when they went back to try and get the Tesseract and they screwed it up and he grabbed it and blah, blah, blah. So it's that Loki, a 2012 Loki. So, of course, a Loki before his redemption arc.
Correct.
Which is very interesting.
Yeah, I think there's lots of confusion around how they were going to get Loki to kind of come back and link him to, and Kevin Feige was very upfront about it and said, we didn't find out what happened to Loki. And in Avengers Tower, well, this is what's happened. This is what the TV show's about.
There we go.
An incredible movie announcement, which was, I think we all expected Doctor Strange, but not a title of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
So cool. I want the title to come spinning out at me with that music.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That's exactly how it should be said.
Yeah, will be the first of the horror films in the MCU.
PG-13, but still horror.
Correct.
Yes.
It's going to be a genre film, a horror film, which would be really, really cool. There's a couple of thoughts around this. You can interpret the title two ways. Is it Doctor Strange starring in the Multiverse of Madness, or is it Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? Kevin Feige's come out and said that Quentin Beck in Spider-Man Far From Home, spoilers if you haven't seen the movie yet, I'll give you a second to tune out. He talks about the multiverse. He wasn't lying. The multiverse is real, according to Kevin Feige. It's not something that's just been made up for that story. It is something that will be explored, and what better place to explore it than with the mystical one, Doctor Strange.
Yes, very excited.
Then there's the What If series, a cool animated series.
So the What If series, and this was a comic book run as well, literally just poses the question, what if? What if this person had lived instead of died? What if that Infinity Stone had gone into that person's hand? It's an animated series. A lot of the original cast will be back to actually voice their characters, which is incredible.
Correct.
Again, if you managed to see the video, it put up on screen an absolute ton of people who will be reprising their roles. Notably missing were Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. I don't think they will be missing. I think they will be surprises.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, it's gonna be cool that it's animated. It'd be interesting to see if they animate it like the MCU characters.
Yeah.
That would be really cool to see what they look like. Or they may take it in a slightly different direction and do stylized versions of those characters.
Yes.
We'll see. Then another TV show, Hawkeye.
I did not see this coming.
No, me neither.
Pun. Ha ha ha. Didn't see that coming, did you? Yeah, I did not see that coming. One thing that was said about Hawkeye was this is actually going to be a transitional show that is Hawkeye passing the mantle to the next Hawkeye.
To Kate Bishop. Seeing that these all tie into the MCU sets up Kate Bishop to be in the MCU.
Yes.
So if you think about Young Avengers or New Avengers, she could absolutely be the one that carries on his legacy.
And she's meant to be the best Hawkeye. So that's exciting.
Yeah. The other part of this is it's going to fill in the gaps when he was Ronin. So from the snap to the blip, that 5-year time period where he went off the rails and became Ronin and went and sought revenge everywhere and then dealt his own kind of justice.
Choppy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stabby.
It's going to go through and show a bunch of that stuff, which is really cool to go and see that time period.
Amazing.
The most incredible title page or title card of all of this announcement from Hall H has got to be Thor, Love and Thunder.
Oh my god, it's Flash Gordon.
100%.
It's like I just see Thundercats. I hear rock music in my head. It's huge guitar screech. Yes.
Yeah. All I can also just see is Taika Waititi. Someone said, "What do you call it?" And he went, "Oh, Thor, Love and Thunder." And someone went, "Really?" He went, "Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Has to be."
So the very cool thing about this is they invited back on stage Natalie Portman and they handed her Mjolnir. So we're going to get female Thor. Hype, 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 hype. I'm very excited.
Huge. Lady Thor, absolutely massive.
Major hype.
There are a couple of bootleg videos online of the announcements of Hall H. The crowd went bonkers. It was the biggest reaction.
It was.
Of the hour-long presentation was for Natalie Portman being Lady Thor. There were literally people screaming, "No way. Oh my God, I can't believe it."
Yes.
When she walked out on stage.
Yes.
Absolutely wild.
Just so exciting.
And of
right
course,
on Taika.
Yeah, 100%. That's all because Taika Waititi is just an absolute legend. And he was reading that storyline when he was doing Thor Ragnarok with Chris Hemsworth. So awesome to see him be able to go and explore that space and bring Natalie Portman back and give her an incredible character. She was great as Jane Foster, but, absolutely underutilized.
Totally.
And this will be an incredible way for her to, be an Avenger, essentially. A-Force.
Yeah.
As well, maybe.
A-Force is about to get badass. Even more badass.
Crazy. And then the next movie that's going to be released chronologically, so in May of next year, we've got Black Widow.
Woohoo! So, of course, this was rumoured for ages and now it's been officially confirmed. And this Black Widow is going to fill in the gap between Civil War and Infinity War. So I'm hoping for a really good hair dyeing scene between the red hair and the blonde hair. I think that's going to be really crucial to the storytelling. But more to the point, Black Widow is going to come up against other Black Widows, so other women who got cycled through the Red Room, including Rachel Weisz, which is just
huge.
Badass.
Chris Evans is no longer a part of the MCU. But he was definitely kicking around with Black Widow in that time period between Civil War and Infinity War.
Yep.
So will we see a surprise Chris Evans, Captain America?
Stepping out of the shadows. Catch a spear.
I really feel like now they've got this incredible chance to sign Chris Evans and RDJ up for individual films and projects where people aren't going to be expecting them. And have them just rock up. It'll be absolutely incredible.
Oh, and the crowd goes wild.
Absolutely.
Which is why they don't say their names on anything. They're not slated for anything. It's just too wonderful if they then appear.
Yeah. Now, the counter argument to that is, well, we're trying to now set Falcon up as the new Captain America. So would that detract from Falcon and Bucky kind of kicking around and setting up that new story? Maybe. But I can live in hope and dream. Now, that was the last part of the official announcement. So a bunch of projects only spanning the next 2 years. So talking about phase 4, they're saying phase 4 is going to be 2 years as of now. Kevin Feige has definitely reserved the right to change anything that he sees fit, if he sees fit and when he sees fit. But pretty open about these projects up front. He even tongue-in-cheek said, but you guys already knew this. This is the stuff that was already leaked.
Yeah, and of course he said, you know, obviously it's going to be Captain Marvel 2 and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and... Did he say Ant-Man 3?
Yep.
Yeah, there were a couple of, 2s and 3s, things that we expected to happen.
2.
Black Panther 2.
Yeah.
All of those. And...
There is an absence. No Spider-Man. Also, no Avengers presentation at all. So no mention of what's happening with the Avengers moving forward. Nope. There is no Avengers movie slated for the next 2 years. So we're going for at least 36 months without an Avengers film.
Yep.
Which is a long time.
Long time.
At that point, everyone thought, oh, well, that's it. That's a huge announcement. And then, in typical Marvel style, Kevin Feige thought he'd leave us with one last thing. Very Apple and very post-credit scenes.
Yeah. On brand.
Absolutely on brand.
Yeah.
So while things were wrapping up and they had everybody come out on stage, he ran through the things that they hadn't had a chance to talk about. And we may miss a couple.
So he went, this one 2 and this one 3. Didn't even get the time to talk about Fantastic Four and mutants.
And then
Mahershala Ali came wandering on, 2-time Oscar winner Mahershala Ali. And everyone was standing there wearing Black Widow caps that they had just handed out. And he said, Mahershala, you seem to have a cap of your own. And Mahershala goes, oh, yes, and puts the cap on. And all it says is, Blade.
Boom.
Oh!
I have goosebumps. Such a showman. And that was the end of the show. They just showed the title card, which is an incredible title card.
Lights down, done.
Yeah. Awesome graphic design on the title.
Incredible. I mean, this was actually the point where I screamed. I'm so excited for everything. But everything we kind of expected, it's people that we know or we knew the rumor or we knew they were shooting or whatever. Nobody thought Blade, like that wasn't, who was even thinking about Blade?
No.
Now we've got vampires in the MCU.
Funnily enough, Kevin Feige says that we have the recent and popular comic book movies have Blade to thank. So if it wasn't for Blade coming before all of these other films, we would have the MCU that we have currently right now. So it obviously holds a special place in Kevin Feige's heart and in Marvel's heart. And what an incredible way to get Mahershala Ali to come and play Blade. Amazing casting, and what a great way to announce it. The other thing we didn't talk about, went past really quickly, is the WandaVision Doctor Strange tie-in. Super unexpected. And they actually brought out Elizabeth Olsen with Benedict Cumberbatch to talk about it because it's going to be such a heavy tie-in. Now, we've got a theory as to why this is going to take place.
Yes. What Elizabeth Olsen said when she was talking about WandaVision was that we're finally going to see full Scarlet Witch.
Yes.
First of all, we've never called her Scarlet Witch in the MCU yet. And we also haven't really seen just how powerful she is. We started to see it in Endgame when she was like stripping the armor off Thanos and everything. But Wanda can actually manipulate the multiverse. And our theory is that she loves Vision so much and he is dead in this timeline or dead in this dimension that she starts breaking the multiverse trying to find him somewhere else.
Yeah.
If you look at the title card for WandaVision, it's got a distinctly 50s look about it. It's very sort of what the 50s thought the future looked like.
Yes.
With the cursive silver writing and the flashing lights, it looks like a old wireless. It looks like original TVs. It looks like 1950 cars.
Yeah.
Like it's really specific that way. So we think that Wanda fucks with the multiverse. She breaks the multiverse trying to find Vision, and then of course the only person who is equally strong enough to try and hold back the tide or mend it or go through and try and find her and return her to this dimension is Doctor Strange.
100%. Well, considering that they're going to see Monica Rambeau, that means that they're going to be visiting other alternate realities. They're going to be in the multiverse.
Yeah, they're going to be in a reality where Monica Rambeau is Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
It's not Carol.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think even if she doesn't break it, I think she just rips open the multiverse and just finds her way through to go and get Vision.
Yeah.
And then kind of what Quentin Beck says in Far From Home then makes sense, right? There could be stuff then start to bleed through from one multiverse into the other. We saw Into the Spider-Verse which is the multiverse in action.
Yep.
And you get a whole bunch of different versions of things. When they go down this path, then that opens us up to a whole bunch of bringing characters back, killing them off in different ways. Kind of all bets are off. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle this. One of the things Kevin Feige has been really adamant about is having stakes and having real consequences for your actions. So if the multiverse is a cheat to bring back Captain America or to bring back Tony Stark, that would feel cheap.
It becomes Deus Ex Machina. It becomes the hand of God coming in at the last second to save the problem.
Yeah.
Because, we'll just travel back in time and fix it, or like go to a different dimension or whatever.
Yeah. It would be going against their own rules as well. They used time travel in Endgame to fix the problem.
Yeah.
But it was done in such a way that it was only to be used in certain circumstances. And Tony says, if you mess with time, it messes back.
Yes.
It doesn't have zero consequence. You can't continue to stuff around with these things. So I would assume they're going to have the same kind of treatment for the multiverse and only use it if and when, like the quantum realm, it makes sense.
I think we're going to have a lot of trippy fun going through the multiverse, though.
Yeah, which would be super cool. So what an incredible way to tie in the TV shows into the MCU and make them truly impactful. The fact they've got the same actors crossing across those two mediums is huge. It's never been done before. You've never seen a kind of movie to TV to movie transition of an actor or a property. So props to Marvel and what they're doing. It's super ambitious and gives us a chance to flesh this stuff out in between the films. We get 2 films a year, and in the meantime, we have these huge droughts where we go through withdrawals from Marvel. This is going to help us. This is going to be the things that we get to watch. And hopefully,
put on my veins.
Very confrontational for the children out there. Don't do that.
Those of you who are only listening on audio, that was me smacking my veins. Sorry about that.
Yes. But incredible, super exciting. What an amazing presentation at Hall H. Probably the biggest one Hall H has ever seen. People will be talking about this for years to come. They probably won't do another one like this.
It was incredibly exciting. Feel free to jump onto the comments below or our Twitter to talk about what you were most excited about. Are people not talking about the WandaVision Doctor Strange connection enough? What was the surprise for you? What are you kind of like not particularly interested in?
You should be interested
in
all
anything.
Of it.
Yeah, I'm interested in all of the things. And also I love all that art. We also want to hear theories of why Loki's title card looks the way it does.
Oh yeah, it's super weird.
Because it's really specific and weird, and it's got to mean a thing that I have not yet deciphered.
Yeah, we haven't spent any time on it, but there's something meaningful in there about the different time periods he visits or something like that. Somebody smart out there will figure it out.
So yeah, exactly. So if you've got any ideas, pop them in the comments below. Alrighty guys, well, thank you so much for dropping by for this video. If you are part of the fam bam, it was lovely to have you back. We love making the videos for our subscribers. If you want to be part of the family, of course you hit the subscribe button. If you were here for just this video, it was lovely to have you with us. Of course, the link to whatever we can get to the Marvel page will be below. Yes, there are bootleg Hall H things out there, terribly illegal.
We won't link that.
We're not going to link that. But
if you search it, you will find it.
Yes. If you build it, they will come. Lovely to have you with us, and we are going to see you soon. Bye.